Kart 7! This is a weird one, isn't it, chat? Mario Kart 7, you know, everyone's favorite. That's not true at all. There's not much of a reason to go back to it compared to some of the others. I mean, even though it introduced a lot that's like, you can't even say it's a staple because it's only, well, I guess it's been technically 3 games now if you count Tour, but like it introduced like transforming stuff, right? Like flight and sea and underwater. But like, it's just kind of been completely replaced by 8. Like compared to some of the others in the series, there's not much reason to actually go back to it. DS and Wii, they have such good modding scenes. Double Dash is just completely unique on its own. The SNES one, not very good, but it was the first one. It was the first one, so you gotta give it that at least. Wii and like DS have good, and at 64, those all have pretty good speedrunning scenes too. Oh, that's a nice shot on my part though. And even though, like, so this, what I'm getting at is this game's just kind of been left behind in the grand scheme of things. It's kind of like Super Circuit in a little bit of a way where, you know, maybe not as many are going to be playing it in the future. Even though both this and Super Circuit are good games, they don't stand out as much. Also, it had this power-up, the Tanuki Leaf for some reason, which is kind of a weird pick. It doesn't even really, like, affect things all too much. How did I miss that? Well, it's fine. I also missed the boost. We'll be good. We'll be good. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait. Yoshi, loser. Earned. This is earned. This is still earned. We got this. We got this. Oh, God. Mario has a star, though. This is bullshit. Get back here. No. Well, you know, you can't win them all. This is basically this game's last claim to fame, like the good tracks that it has. Because outside of that, yeah, it's not cooking too much. This is the woohoo loop being here is so cool though. I wish this one came back. There's a lot that I wish that came back. There's a lot I would have taken over the all the onslaught of tour tracks in 8, you know. But you know, it is what it is. We can't change it. And Mario Kart 9 will happen one day. Speaking of 9, like, this, like, you have to wonder, because this entire video I've been talking about how 8, I mean, this game, 7, is kind of just outclassed now. Like, what the fuck happens with 8? Because that, like, it seems so immaculate now, but, like, either, like, they're gonna, like, somehow make 8 feel like this game, and it's just, like, or, like, 8's just so good that there's no way 9 can live up to it, right? Because, like, it has 96 tracks, and it's so, like, hyper-polished. Well, I mean, like, if 9 includes, like, anti-gravity and some new shit, right? Because there's no way anti-gravity's going away. It's just, it's too essential to track design now. I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see when that happens, whenever the day comes. I think it's sooner than we think, too. Like I said, the ink is a bit more effective in this game, I feel like. Has some variation in how it looks and covers up quite a bit of the screen. Like, that covers up a pretty good portion of the road. Uh oh, that's not good. I feel like I almost dodged that. Fuck, worth it just to take that asshole Koopa down with me. This one, I mean, Cuckoo Mountain's not bad. And this one leans into the mountain thing with the textures more than, because it's not as cartoony as the Switch one. But you know, it's not like magnificent either. It's just kind of, actually this looks pretty nice. Look at the color on it. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. I feel like. Forget everything I was about to say. This is actually a pretty cool map. Yeah, I mean, I don't have Mushroom right now, but there's that huge shortcut through the grass you can do. That's always a fun time. This game also introduced the Firefly now that I'm thinking about it. I never really comprehended that before. But it did. Oh gosh, she has a red shell. But I have a banana. I'm better. He just threw it for no reason. Ow, bullshit, bullshit! This section's weird. Actually, now I think, like, this isn't even anti-grav. They just have you go up a straight... There's, like, certain moments in the Mario Kart series where they just have you, like, break gravity before, like, they introduce that as, like, an idea. Like, DS Rainbow Road does the same thing with its loop-de-loop. I guess, I don't know if this was the game that introduced to it, but just in general, I love the dynamic music in the Mario Kart series. Because, like, there's the front-running beat, which happens when, like, you're in the first place. But there's also the air beat, when, like, you're gliding along the air where the music is a bit quieter. But the front-running beat remains while you're doing that. It's just a very detailed soundtrack. Anyway, we win! Perfectly. Wario! Move it? Like your Nintendo Switch game? Crazy. Now this one, I forget the name, but this one also came back. All the like, they brought a lot of tracks of this game back. Even during the Booster Course Pass, there's a lot of 3DS tracks. Probably because they recycled a lot of them for Tour. Because, yeah, like it's a bit like the pipeline of development they went through is kind of interesting if you think about it. Because Tour was definitely built off a lot of Mario Kart 7 assets, right? But then the Booster Course Pass is built off of what they had for Tour. Which makes, you know, a lot of shit that they did for 7 originally kind of, like, into the Booster Course Pass. Even though this map's not one of them. This is one of the originals from the main game. So, everything they did for this got, like, hugely upgraded. But for stuff like Toad Circuit, it's, like, a minor upgrade. And it also, like, damn, they did a lot of remakes of these tracks. Which kind of adds to the feeling. Because, like, it feels like all the best tracks basically came back. Well, all the more meta ones just kind of got left behind. There's no reason for this to be Neo Bowser City, by the way. Like, there's barely any Bowser theming, I feel like. I mean, I'm glad it's a city, but still. I mean, I guess there's, like, all these Bowser symbols around, but, like, that barely counts, man. Like, that guy could be, like, fucking Donkey Kong for however much anyone cares. Now, I don't know if this is true, but I feel like they did a second Woohoo Island track because they probably, like, spent a long time, making the Woohoo Island model, right? This is just my theory. But they probably spent a long time, you know, developing it. It was like, fucking, we're gonna do 2. We need to use this at least twice. Just change the skybox. Change the lighting real quick. It'll work out perfectly. Oh, I overshot that ball completely, damn it. Okay. Nice. That one's cool because it lets you cut through the town. Which is also a battle map. Wait, no, that's not the town. There's a separate... They also have a battle map, which came back in 8. Maybe that's why this game feels replaced. So much of this game came back in 8, which I already discussed, but still. We might as well finish off this game, I feel like, you know? We almost got through all of it. We might as well finish it. Finish the job. And by, you know, I mean the new tracks. We don't have to do the retro. Oh, look, it's Rosalina. She has an ice world in this game. It's weird that one came back, but it did. Fuck it, we'll play as Rosalina. Then we'll use the bat glider. Man, which we're also almost completely through the new tracks. There's still like all the retro tracks, which I won't do today because they're not this game's original. But like 32 tracks, right? I can't do that. They cannot launch Mario Kart 8 with 32 tracks. They can't. I need at least 48, and even that'll feel like a pretty little. But like I need at least that many. Wow, I completely skipped the flower thing. That's cool. Shit, drifted the wrong way, we're fine. But everyone else sucks. This map's also really cool, by the way, the Donkey Kong one. They had fucking Retro Studios specifically help with this one. Well, they also got them to help with the retro tracks, but still, it's funny just like them being like, retro. We need your help for the ape. Shit. God, that guy is just screaming. He is not having a good time. They need to have at least, like, 48, and hopefully, a bit more. Which, it sounds greedy, because I feel like it's gonna take so, especially if, like, they make it even graphically nicer than 8. But, like, I just don't know. Like, I can't do 32. Unless, like, fuck it. Unless they pull, like, what, Forza, and make it be, like, an open-world Mario Kart, which maybe then, fuck it, yeah, sure. But, like, I'm not even, I mean, like, I could actually see them doing something like that. They're in a tough situation for 9 is what I'm getting at. I'm sure they'll figure out. Nintendo figures it out. This is really bad. Wow, that was disastrous. But well, the only one who... We dodged the lightning because of that, so actually maybe it wasn't too bad. That was actually okay. That was actually a good thing that all happened to us. Wow. Life finds a way, chat. This one kicks ass. Just the theming of it, the sound effects, the music, everything. And they also brought it back during the Booster Course Pass. I also say I think Saturn's rings look a bit better here. Shit, they made it a bit too brown in the remake. This part, the ending sequence, every sequence in this is actually just really good. Wow, what the fuck? I spun out. I didn't even know that was a mechanic. Oh shit, I thought I was like in the clear. Oh god, we're bad. Oh god, chat. I threw. I'm getting kicked off the team again. We have one chance. You can do anything if you just set your mind to it, chat. You can get second place in anything if you just set your mind to it, chat. That's the lesson of today's story. You too can come in second place and be somewhat forgotten, just like Mario Kart 7. Keep that in mind for your future.